Hey there, it's the real just Sean. Today we're looking at Toki going 8-bit in Memory Box. Um, it's a game very few people have actually ever heard of, it seems, but it's a game I remember playing a lot of when I was a kid. Um, I played it on the Mega Drive. It was, I believe, an arcade game first in Japan, and then it was ported to the SNES, and then the Mega Drive. Um, Originally the game was called Juju Densetsu, as the title screen there will say. Uh, it's an emulator, so it's yeah. Juju Densetsu is the original name of it. It got changed to Toki Going Ape Spit for the Mega Drive for reasons we'll get into later on. Originally published by the now defunct TAD Corporation, and Fabtech developed it in the US. Both of those are defunct. They didn't really do anything special unless you were a huge arcade buff. Essentially, the story goes that Miho, the princess of Toki or Juju, depending on of his tribe, is transformed and captured by an evil wizard slash witch doctory type thing, who then transforms Toki slash Juju into the ape that you see here. Um, Basically, it's your traditional princesses in another castle situation. You are a character, you have various spitball power-ups throughout the game to help you get to the end of levels, and after every 3 levels you take on a mini-boss. We'll see the first one in this video. Basically, you get through to the end, you defeat the evil wizard, you get the princess, and you get turned back into a proto-man, a caveman type thing. In the game, you can make use of your spitball power-ups. That you can have fruit that adds to your score. You can get sort of shoe type things that help you jump higher. You can find an American football style helmet that protects you from upward attacks. You can get extra lives in the shape of monkey heads that kind of look like Toki from the front. And coins, as you've seen, which grant you an extra life when enough of them are collected. It's not the most original of games, and it did get talked down a bit because of that. You know, we've all seen the Super Mario type thing. You go through levels, use your basic level to help train you in things. There's all sorts of forest, ice, desert type things that you have to go through. Essentially, the reason I like this over, say, the Mario sort of thing, I mean, I do like Mario, but the reason I like this so much is because it's a proper old school, in a way, Contra style game. You get power-ups that don't last forever, so you've got to make use of them. It's a very trial and error game. If you've never played it before, you might fall foul of some of the traps. You might not understand that literally everything in the game that isn't you is trying to kill you. You soon figure that one out. But it's a very good game, and I do actually have fond memories of going through it. Eventually, I managed to complete it, basically because I played it that much. I knew where all the traps were. I knew how to defeat the bosses. I hadn't played this in has to be about a decade and a half. I remember digging the old Mega Drive out not too long ago. I'm playing it, but I didn't get that far in it. But playing it again now, it all came flooding back to me, and it truly does remind me of some of my happiest days as a kid, playing this game, going through it, and it's, in a way, it was quite, as well as people saying unoriginal, it was quite ahead of its time, because it's 1990 this originally came out, I think, and 89, 90 it came out, and there was, in the original, you could also have keys that would unlock hidden areas for you to go to. There was a clock that would give you more time. It was quite cool with stuff like that, and there were puzzles that you'd have to solve in the whole platform thing. But it was really good. If you were an absolute beginner, then you could ratchet up the lives, as I'm not going to lie, I did before starting the game to get back into it. You could add more continues. If you wanted a challenge, you could give yourself like 3 lives instead of 9, and no continues, and if you died, and that was it. And it just, I love playing this game, and I'm not gonna lie, when I'm done with the record, I'm going to go back and I'm going to play it through, and I'm gonna see if I can't beat it just for old time's sake. It certainly reminded me of a few more games that I want to do for Memory Box, just purely because it's a game that it deserves more. It deserves more people to have heard about it, to have played it. There was talk that it was going to be getting, let's say, a remake, sort of a refurbishing, if you like, to be released for Steam and Xbox Arcade and stuff. That we're going back to like 2006, I think the first ones were. And as of now, there still is no further update. There has been a release of the game on iOS, I think, but that's it. There's the first boss done, pretty simple. But no sort of modern console port or anything like that, which is a shame, because I don't think it even appears in any collections, your Sega Mega Drive collection and things like that. Considering you've got some utter trash on those things, a bit of a cracker, shall we say. But yes, a lot of people should play this game, especially if you like your old school style platformers, if you like games to not handhold you through everything and to be told, hey, this button does this, hey, this does this, maybe you should go this way. It's a very traditional game. You will find yourself getting quite annoyed at it, especially if you've never played it before, and especially because Toki / Juju, he walks quite slowly, which I'm gonna put down to limitations of the original hardware. But you can sort of speed him up a bit. The boots that I picked up earlier at the start of this level, not only do they help him to jump higher, they also, you move a bit quicker, which is a good thing. But it's not too bad. You soon get used to the speed that he moves. You can, come to terms with that, and it does kind of mean that you have to think a bit more about what you're doing. Overall, again, I say it, a lot of people need to check this game out. You can only really get it if you emulate, which we don't advocate the illegal usage of games, but if you can't find it, I'm sure there are places on the internet you can. Again, it's well worth it, just because it's so fun, and if you love your difficult to complete old school style platformers, then this is the sort of game for you, and it shouldn't really take you that long to get through all of it. I will say the Mega Drive version had extra stages added to it, basically to pad it out a bit more, and because you didn't have all the power-ups that the original and the SNES version had. But I have played the SNES version, and it wasn't the same. Basically, you can't really tell here, but they did upscale the graphics a little bit from the original and the SNES version, just because the Mega Drive could take more. So yeah, this was this week's Memory Box. It was Toki going ape spit, or Juju Densetsu for the original title. Originally available in arcade and SNES, then on the Mega Drive. Feel free to check that out, please do. There's not really much to look up about it. I'd say the companies are now no longer with us. And do check out Warlord's Deadpool Let's Play. It's up tomorrow. Do check out the rest of our stuff here on the YouTube, and also check out Totally Tankard on Facebook and totallytankard.com. I will be back on Wednesday with the second part of Sight Unseen, Ark the Lad it is, and then I'll be back on Friday for the second part of my full play. We're back in Far Harbour. Warlord will be here on Thursday with another Let's Play. And if you feel the need to check out some live action Totally Tankard, I'm up on Sunday doing a stream. It's normally pretty much whatever I want to play. Lately I've been going back and doing Fallout 4 with some mods enabled just to go through the game and see how they all look. But yeah, as I say, until next time, thank you very much and goodbye. And see y'all next time.